Question 11. The number of calories a person burns during a walk depends on the time they spend walking. The table below shows the number of calories Y burned by a person in relation to the time they spend walking X in minutes. So we've got the time spent walking and the calories Y. A. Use your graphics display calculator to write down the equation of the regression line for y on x in the form y is equal to ax plus b. So we're going to need to put this data into our calculator, and to do that we go to Stat and we go to Edit and we put it in. Now I've already put this data in. You can see in my list 1. It's important to notice here the L1, L2. Sometimes this changes and later on you'll see that it's important. So I put my L1 there and my L2 there. And then what I do is I go back to Stat and I go to Calc and I go down to Linear Regression, this one over here, and I push Enter. And now I've got to tell it, the calculator, which lists I'm using. So I'm using list 1, so I push second function 1 and you see I get a list 1 there, comma, and again second function list 2, and I push Enter. And here I've got my linear regression, y is equal to ax plus b, where a is equal to 14.9 and b is equal to minus 80. So this is my value, so I'm going to have y is equal to 14.9x minus 80. And it says use your equation to estimate the number of calories a person will burn during a 17-minute walk. So we can clear that all, and we're going to have 14.9 times by 17-minute walk minus 80. Enter, and I get 173.3 calories. It's going to be. And then C, state whether the answer to part B is reliable. Give a reason for your answer. Now, unless you give a reason, you can get some marks. If you give no reason, even if your answer is correct, you won't get any marks. You must give a reason to get the 2 marks. So this is reliable, and the reason why is that 17 falls right within the data. So 17 falls within the data. And so the data goes from 10 to 30, and so therefore it is reliable. Another fact that you could possibly have used, if we just go back to our stats here and we go to our linear regression again, right, and let me just put this in again, so it's L1 and L2. Notice here that your R squared value, or your R value is very close to 1. So there is very good correlation between these two, and therefore that is also another evidence that it is reliable.